Today we're talking about the top 10 most crazy moments from Antonio Brown's career. Antonio Brown is a former wide receiver. He was known for his talent on the field, but also for causing quite a bit of controversy off of it. So without further ado, number 10. Brown refusing to pay chef Stefano Tedeschi. In 2018, Antonio Brown made headlines when he refused to pay chef Stefano the $40,000 tab he ran up during the Pro Bowl weekend. Tedeschi claimed that he'd made a verbal agreement with Brown to cook 8 meals during the event, and that all went well on the first day, but that Brown became upset when he found a salmon head in the freezer.
When I came back the next morning, I heard a little bit of rumor about a fish head. I didn't understand it because I'm thinking it's some kind of joke. Well, I did a beautiful show with the fish, filleted it, broke it down.
And kicked Tedeschi out of the mansion without allowing him to take his cooking gear. Tedeschi filed a lawsuit against Brown, seeking the agreed-upon price for the meals. Still, Brown responded with a strongly worded court document, claiming that the lawsuit was nothing more than a frivolous attempt by Tedeschi to seek fame and fortune. Brown's attorney has requested that the case be thrown out of court, and Brown has also argued that the alleged oral agreement cannot be enforced. Number 9. Brown tossing furniture from a 14th floor balcony. In 2018, Antonio Brown was involved in a controversial incident in which he allegedly threw furniture, including vases and an ottoman, off the balcony of his 14th-story apartment. The incident occurred in Brown's home state of Florida and narrowly missed hitting a 22-month-old child who was walking around the pool area of the apartment complex with his grandfather at the time. The child's father has filed a lawsuit against Brown for assault and intentional infliction of emotional distress, alleging that Brown acted without regard for human life and that the child has suffered from night terrors since the incident, and the specific amount of damages being sought has not been released. Number 8. Brown kicking a punter in the face. This on-the-field incident happened in 2014. Brown returned a punt and outran most of the punt team, with only the punter left to beat.
Blitz special teamers, and now Brown is off to the races. Hurdles, kicks a man, and a flag is thrown.
Brown apparently attempted to hurdle the punter, but ended up kicking him in the face and knocking him over. It's unclear if the kick was intentional or not. Number 7. Brown's helmet catch. In 2017, Brown made a truly ridiculous touchdown catch against the Tennessee Titans. He pinned the ball against his own helmet with one hand in the end zone. This catch is definitely one for the highlight reel. Number 6. The time Brown requested his release via Instagram. In 2019, Antonio Brown made headlines when he requested his release from the Oakland Raiders via Instagram. In a post, Brown wrote that he was asking for the freedom to prove that the system is blind to see talent like mine, and that he was just asking for the freedom to prove them all wrong. He ended the post with the hashtag #NoMore and tagged the Raiders in his message. The request for release came after Brown had been fined by the Raiders for conduct detrimental to the team and had had his guaranteed money voided. The situation continued to escalate, with the Raiders ultimately releasing Brown and him signing with the New England Patriots. However, he was released by the Patriots after just one game due to further off-field issues. It was a tumultuous time for Brown. Number 5. Brown repeatedly flatulating in front of a doctor. Pittsburgh doctor Victor Prisk accused Antonio Brown of repeatedly farting in his face during a consultation and of owing him $11,500 in unpaid bills. Dr. Prisk had agreed to meet with Brown for a body fat test in 2018. But Brown arrived 3 hours late and proceeded to fart in Dr. Prisk's face and laugh.
Let's see here. Damn, my bad, dog. Shitty. I didn't even get that when you're so lean there. It's pretty freaking low. I've done some bodybuilders, and this is pretty freaking low. I gotta stay away.
Despite this, Dr. Prisk decided to take Brown on as a regular client and created diet and supplement programs for him. However, he claimed that Brown never paid the agreed-upon fee of $500 per hour. Number 4. Frostbite Gate. Cryotherapy, where patients expose themselves to extremely cold conditions, has become popular among athletes. Typically, patients protect their feet with wool socks and booties, but Brown decided to go without any protection. As a result, he suffered frostbite on his feet and was unable to play in a playoff game. Number 3. The confrontation with the mother of one of his children. Brown was involved in a confrontation with the mother of one of his children at his home. Police were called to the scene and Brown was later accused of pushing the mother while she was holding the child. The incident resulted in Brown being ordered to stay away from the mother and the child. Number 2. The sexual assault allegations.
New allegations overnight against NFL star Antonio Brown.
It looks like Antonio Brown has finally put his legal troubles behind him as he has settled his civil dispute with former trainer Brittany Taylor. Taylor had accused Brown of sexually assaulting her on 3 separate occasions, but the two sides have now reached an agreement to move on. While he was suspended for the first 8 games of the 2020 season due to multiple violations of the league's personal conduct policy, he did manage to bounce back and have a successful season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And finally, the number 1 craziest moment from Antonio Brown's career, posting a nude picture of Tom Brady's wife. In his ongoing feud with Tom Brady, AB decided to take things to a whole new level by posting a photoshopped nude pic of Giselle on social media. Yes, you heard that right. Giselle's face was edited onto another woman's naked body, and AB thought it was a good idea to share it on Snapchat. Unfortunately for him, the slide was quickly deleted, but not before screenshots made their way around Twitter. This isn't the first time AB has gone after Brady's ex-wife either. He's posted several times about their divorce, and even photoshopped his own face onto Brady's body with Giselle wrapped around him. All of this comes after Brady called out AB for acting like a young, immature man that is selfish, self-serving, irrational, and irresponsible in a text conversation that AB decided to share on social media. It's clear that Brady's message didn't get through to AB, but we have a feeling this latest stunt might not sit well with the legendary quarterback.